Morning, brothers and sisters. Hope you're well and safe. Right now, because we are not able to have our Wednesday evening service, we thought it might be good to pause in the middle of the week and have some spiritual thoughts. And so we are going to begin a series that we are going to call Wednesday Wisdom. We're going to look at some of the highlights of the book of Proverbs. A great book. A book that has so much information for us. Sometimes we tend to think of Proverbs as being just a young people's book, but in actuality, it is not. Now, the word that is used to describe what this book contains is the Hebrew word chokmah. The word literally means to know, to restrain from acting evil, free from defect by exercising skill. Wow. That's something we really need in our world today. And so that's why we've chosen to look at this book. Well, let's begin at the beginning. In Proverbs 1 and verse 1, the Bible says, the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. Okay, that tells us who wrote this material. And we know from Kings and Chronicles that Solomon wrote hundreds of what are called proverbs, which are parallel sentences, so to speak. Well, why is this book written? To know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, judgment, equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. Now, he didn't stop there. Verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Now you see why I say this book is so very timely. We need instruction. We need wisdom in our world today. And we need people that are willing to listen to wisdom and instruction. As we look around, we watch the news and everything else, it seems like people are just flying into the wall and bouncing off and then bouncing into the other wall and so on and so forth. And people are not stopping and learning and thinking and trying to acquire knowledge. And so we need wisdom in our world today. We need people who understand how to live. And we need people, once again, that are willing to learn. So where does it all begin? It all begins with God. It all begins with putting God in His proper place, giving God His proper due. And sadly, so many people, and I'll say in the Western world, have wanted to throw God out of their lives for so long that they no longer have wisdom. They no longer have true knowledge. You know, Psalms tells us on several occasions, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Now, the biblical Old Testament word for fool is someone who is self-conscious. It's someone who is arrogant. It is someone who thinks they know and they have all the answers. Well, guess what? Those who reject God don't know. They don't have the answers. They don't know how to live and function in this life. And guess what, folks? It's showing. It's showing all around us. People are betraying just how ignorant of God and His ways they really are. Now, I'm hearing all kinds of suggestions on how to fix things. Well, let me tell you for sure, there is one way to fix the mess that is in the world. Put God in His proper place in your life. If you will do that, if you will open your heart to God, if you will open your heart to God's wisdom, you will learn how to function in this life and how to be pleasing to Him. May God bless you as you seek to find Him.